terror has stung Pakistan once again. Armed men have stormed the office of the Karachi police chief and opened fire. According to reports, 8 to 10 armed men barged inside the police chief's office. Heavy exchange of fire has been reported between the armed men and police. Explosions were also heard outside the premises, which is located along the city's main thoroughfare. Police have surrounded the police chief's office. Traffic has been halted around the area. Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, or the TTP, have claimed responsibility for the attack. Pakistan has witnessed a surge in terrorist attacks since last year, when the Pakistani Taliban ended a ceasefire with the government. Police are frequent targets of attacks by terrorists from Pakistan's Taliban as well as rebels to various Balochistan separatist groups. The attack comes just weeks after a deadly suicide bombing at a mosque located inside a high-security police compound in the northwestern city of Peshawar. The suicide bombing left over 100 dead and more than 200 others injured. The attack comes at a time when Pakistan is facing a slew of daunting challenges, with domestic political tensions soaring over a worsening economic crisis in the country. Now, for more on this, we're being joined by Mateen Haider, who is a senior political analyst. Thank you for being with us. Now, another terror attack hit Pakistan. Take us through the latest details that we have.
Right now, the terrorist attack on Karachi police chief is still in progress. There's a heavy exchange of firing between police and the terrorists, and approximately 7 terrorists are believed to be still inside into the police chief headquarters, which is located on the very busy avenue of Karachi. And that avenue called Faisal is heavily patrolled by the security. There is this PSL, and the other one this week there was multilateral exercises of Pakistan Navy. 52 countries' Navy and military officials were in the provincial capital. That just ended on Tuesday, and from Islamabad, Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif also flew over to Karachi, and he attended these exercises and concluded So, keeping in view the security was already on extraordinary high. So this is not known that how these terrorists made entry into the city, and then they made entry into the police headquarters. While making entry into the police headquarters, they opened firing, hurled grenades, and subsequently made entry inside into the police chief headquarters. The additional Inspector General of Police, Mr. Ardo, has said that the terrorists are inside and police is fighting with them. So far, 3 persons have been injured, and 2 terrorists police has confirmed they have been killed, but this encounter is still on. Right, entire area has been cordoned off. Traffic movement on the both sides of the Sharai Faisal has been stopped. Heavy reinforcement of police, commandos, SSU, and paramilitary forces have been made around the police chief headquarters. So the area has been declared no-go, except for the security forces. There are dozens of ambulances outside the police chief headquarters. And I was just last week over there. This is one of the most busiest and highly secured place. So this means that the terrorists made entry with a very high-profile planning. And so far, the band Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan has accepted the responsibility of this attack. But on the other side, Chief Minister of Sindh, Mr. Murad Ali Shah, has ordered high-level inquiry and has directed the police that entire police reinforcement should be called in, and it should be deployed over there, and the terrorist should be killed. And from Islamabad, the Interior Minister, Mr. Rana Sanaullah, has taken notice of this. He has said that police commandos are busy in fighting with the terrorists, and the Ranger sports have been provided So far, the federal government has not made any comment that who are the terrorists. They have not made any statement except this. There is a statement by the Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif who condemned this particular attack, directed the provincial government to speed up operation against them and kill all the terrorists. And the Prime Minister also made it clear there is no space for the terrorists. And with the support of the federal government, with the support of the security forces, rangers, to the Sindh administration and police, the Prime Minister made it clear that this attack will be foiled and the terrorists would be killed. So far, 2 terrorists have been killed. It is right now there is PSL going on in the provincial capital, for which the security was very high. It will only be determined by a high-level investigation that how terrorists made entry despite all tough security and the security.
Absolutely. Now, just 3 weeks back, Peshawar mosque attack where more than 100 policemen were killed, and now cops have been targeted again in Karachi. How do you think these attacks are affecting the morale of the security forces?
All of the security posts very high. You very rightly pointed out there was an attack on the police in provincial capital of KP Peshawar at a mosque which was located inside in the police line headquarters. And the other civilians who were offering started. So the civilians of the police and their morale is very, very high.
Unfortunately, we have lost Mateen there on the latest terror attack coming out of Pakistan. WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.